Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn your notifications. That way, you'll stay updated throughout the day if when I post a video, because I look at a lot of stocks a day. When I find a gem, I post it, and you want to get alerted so you can check it out and add it to your watch list too. So here we go. Our stocks today are SnowFlake and BABA. Bye bye. And so two monster stocks that are super cheap, but it doesn't seem like we can never find a floor, a bottom for these things, especially Alibaba. Let me just rant for a minute, man. I remember when that first bad news came out on the Ant Group, and it dropped from here from 303 down to 279, and that was a deal, right? Went up, dropped again, went up, more bad news. Boom. It just, and then now today more bad news, just dropping, right? This is unreal. I would, if you told me this chart was an Alibaba uh, a few months ago, I'd have called you a liar. So anyway, some regulations issues. So it's almost a good thing that the bad news isn't company related as far as revenue or bad business practice or anything like that, right? It's kind of an anti-monopoly thing the government got going on, and Jack Ma I guess he's tried to be like Elon Musk, man, and speak his mind. But yeah, you can't do that in China, man. He, he basically just challenged the regulators, challenged the Chinese regulators there, and they called his bluff, man. And now they coming down hard on him and making an example of him because the things that he's been accused of, there are other companies, so they're basically making an example of this guy for really just opening his mouth and not being a smart individual. So anyway, how do we make money off of this? The stock is super cheap. So let's look at this from a technical analysis point of view. I trade stocks based off of technical analysis and market conditions, right? So if you caught it down here, that's awesome. This is a daily chart. And so where are we going next, right? So Alibaba is seeing good value here and here, right? See these two bars here, the green bars? Let me move these drawings out the way. These green bars here, that's volume, really huge volume, monster volume. That means everybody knows this is cheap, especially down here, man, at 216. Oh my goodness. And so everybody knows this is super cheap. Monster volume here. And also, you don't have to worry about too many people selling down here, right? Because look at the charts before that. Everybody else bought up here. And most likely you are not going to sell just because it's here, right? You're going to hope that's the bottom, and you're going to hold. And we'll probably see a lot of selling once it hits maybe here, people trying to break even, or here, because you get people who bought down here, and you got people here who's seeing negative numbers in their account shrink, and once they get closer to a break even, they may sell too. So it may still get choppy, but I do believe Alibaba is looking to fill this gap. See this empty gap here? To fill this gap and go to 250. So I'm playing that accordingly. How long will it take? You never know, because up here you thought this was a bottom for the stock. Here you thought this was a bottom. I mean, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. But it looks like they are bowing down to the government and doing what they got to do to make things right. So I think that's why we start seeing action today. So tomorrow, hoping to see, we want to see it start off at least like at 239 in pre-market, or stay in this line right now in post-market and then not go downhill. We like to keep it where it's at. Let's see if we can peek at post-market here. Yeah, it's not showing me anything. Okay, so let's get a 4-hour chart. So we're already starting to see an uptrend, right? This is an SR indicator. Look down here. Our MacD starting to uptrend. Our RSI is going to overbought. People just buying the heck out of this thing. And RSI will most likely stay in overbought, man, because everybody likes Alibaba and they know this is the deal. Like this is something. This is a buy and hold stock. It's like if Amazon tanked, over regulatory issues, people will buy it up because it's not going nowhere. Alibaba is the Amazon of China. To simply put it, I guess they do a little bit more. They're kind of apples and oranges, but they're similar. They're both fruits. So yeah, so that's where we're on Alibaba. So if you bought in today, Congratulations, you bought on yesterday, you lucky bastards. And tomorrow I will take a wait and see approach to see where it's at. Because if it start off down here, I would be cautious. I don't see why it would be down here because again, all the buyers are up here, and so the few sellers are these two candlesticks here, or someone that's just been long. And if you're long Alibaba, I highly doubt you sell. If anything, you're buying more. This is the type of stock this is. So that's my 2 cents on Alibaba from a technical analysis standpoint. We're looking for a price target of 251. It's always best to round down, so let's say 250 is our price target, and I have a debit spread on Alibaba because theta is burning you. They beat the theta burn. So our next one was snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Right. So let's draw a line. Oh, I got them here. I don't cover it up. So SnowFlake, right? Cloud-based computing. If you listened to my channel before, you know I'm a huge fan of SnowFlake. I recommended them way up here, and now they're just it's getting hammered, man. It's getting completely hammered. Still a good company, just cheap right now. It's actually forming a head and shoulders pattern, inverted head and shoulders pattern here. So I'm expecting it to, if it keeps going, bottom out at 278, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, I think we're still going to go a little south to 289. It kind of tested 298 earlier. Was it low? I remember I seen it when I was watching this thing all day. 297. So I think we should bottom out at 288. If it keeps going, that's gonna be rough. But I don't see why it would keep going all the way down. You know, it's a good stock. People will know it's cheap. Only thing is probably volume right now because it's the because waiting on New Year's. I think a lot of people are just waiting on New Year's. So if it keeps going the next 2 days, and again, I don't see it crashing hard here, but you never know, right? But I'm thinking our bottom right here, our target would be 287. From there, complete the head and shoulders, the inverted head and shoulders, bounce up. Our next price target is here at 250. And then our next price target is up here at two. Let me just delete this stuff. See, I've drawn these things all day, man. 250 is our price target. And then we're going to go for 395 at some point in the future. Hopefully sooner than later, right? But great stock to have. I have debit spreads on SnowFlake. I am an options trader. I am a swing trader, and I do hold a few stocks, but SnowFlake isn't one of them yet. But I've been playing options on it, and this is a good stock to buy and hold. I'll tell you that. If you're like an investor. So anyway, this we at SnowFlake. Our price target is 250. We're going to set it a little high because of the head and shoulders pattern. Or even hit this left shoulder. Maybe I should say, you know what, 243 and then 250. But it's going to do a parabolic jump when it goes up. And this may, based off this line, it may end here. It may bottom here or move down just a little bit more. Test 290 again tomorrow. And then Monday come back in roaring uphill. All right. So if you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment and I'll answer them. If you had a stock that we look at from a technical analysis point of view, let me know. I'll check it out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I look at a lot of videos every day, and when I find little gems, I do post them for you to put on your watch list, and hopefully they fit within your trading strategy. This is Reggie Williams. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you on the next video.